Hello, it's Kai, and we are here today to have a special segment about sodium. Yes. So, just wanted to show you a variety of salts that we use or products that have salt in it and give you an overview of what you're putting into your body. You might have a problem with salt. You might have high sodium diets. Your doctor has told you that you need to cut back on your sodium intake. A lot of people think of pork as the number one reason why, oh, I can't eat pork. I'll be good as long as I don't have any pork. But then there are things like fast food restaurants who, when they prepare their foods and they process it, the processing somehow allows this outrageous amount of salt to be put into your food in such a way that you can't even taste quite how salty it is, really, how much sodium it really is, because it doesn't taste like if you're at home and you just start piling it in. So, just want to give you an overview. The daily recommended amount of sodium that a person should have, no more than rather, the total is 2 teaspoons of salt a day. Use 2 teaspoons. No, I've heard it be 2400. I said that the other day, right? 2400 milligrams of salt. And yes, 2400 milligrams of salt seems like it's a lot, but really it's not. It's 2 teaspoons. So if you were to get your measuring spoon thing here, and you would fill this 1 teaspoon up 2 times, that's how much extra sodium you should have at the most, the max per day. Really, they're trying to say now more times than not 2300 milligrams. So, just wanted to show you that. Not tablespoons, teaspoons. Just to go over how much sodium is in the things we typically eat. Morton salt. Morton salt has 590 milligrams of salt per 1/4 teaspoon. So if you look at your teaspoons again, this one here is a half. So somewhere a little less than this is how much it is for this one. But it's 590 per 1/4. Now, how much sodium are you really putting on your food per meal? Or if you have 3 or 4 square meals a day, go down the list really quickly. This one again is also 590. I keep saying 900. 590 from Morton's, and here you have some Morton's coarse sea salt, and everyone seems to think, oh, if it's sea salt, it's better for you. It has less sodium in it. Okay, this one has 560 milligrams per 1/4 teaspoon. Then we go to our Larry's wonderful seasoned salt. Seasoned salt. Everybody loves that seasoned salt, right? This one has 380 milligrams of sodium per 1/4 teaspoon. And adobo without pepper. Ooh, 320 milligrams per 1/4 teaspoon. Adobo, all-purpose seasoning. Ooh, we used this the other day, right? 300 milligrams per 1/4 teaspoon. What's wrong with meat tenderizer? That can't have a lot of salt in it, could it? Oh, I'm sorry, I had this out of order. 400 milligrams per 1/4 teaspoon. So really, it's like here on this list. Moving on down the line, Obey. Obey actually only has 160 milligrams of sodium per 1/4 teaspoon. Cajun seasoning, 150. And last but not least, lemon pepper. Well, it's lemon pepper, you would say. It's not really salt. Yes, even lemon pepper has salt in it. 100 milligrams per fourth teaspoon. So these are a different variety of things that have sodium in it that you should be mindful of when you're eating and you're sprinkling, whether you're sprinkling straight into the pot or after someone's prepared the food and they've already probably put a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of salt in the food, and then you go and you take your Obey or your seasonal and you start sprinkling on your food as well. Think about how much sodium you're adding to that one meal. Quite often people put as much sodium in that one meal as they should have for half the day. Example, case in point. Now, my last point for the night. This wonderful meal that I had half of the other day, and I had another half this evening or earlier today for lunch. And you see it's gone. You see how big it is. Get a little closer so you can see the container. Picked this up at Costco, and this is, what is it? It is crab and sweet corn chowder. I had this posted on Facebook. Soup, very tasty. It was very good. Has a whole lot of things in the ingredients. But one of the things, interesting enough, was sodium. Of course it has sodium, Kai. Duh. How much sodium you say? 1,050 milligrams of sodium per container. So if you're supposed to have no more than 400, 300 at the max, and this has 1,050 milligrams, you're pretty much halfway there for the whole day by having one of these. And this isn't even extra sodium. So that's your little lesson learned, your tip for today. Please watch your sodium intake. I have low blood pressure. A lot of people have low blood pressure, but even though I have low blood pressure, I'm still very mindful of the salt intake that I put in my body. And we'll talk another time about what it actually does in your body and how it throws your heart off because of the pressure and the sodium versus potassium and things like that that go on in your body that cause high blood pressure. But that's another segment. I just thank you all for tuning in, and come back often to see what we're talking about. Got the skinny on the salt. I had another cute little saying, but I forgot what it was. What was it, George? Instead of the junk, we're talking about the something. I don't know. But anyway, till next time, this is Kai Zumba signing off.